Your art senpai has told you. This one Twitter famous person with 5,000 followers. That's a big number to 10-year-olds, right?
Yeah, I could tell them right now, hey, I know a famous artist, and they'll be like, whoa! Yeah, they draw bunnies for a living. Can you believe it?
I don't do it for a living. I do it for like $20. Hi everyone, we're the Emperor Smile podcast, here to brighten your day. This is Amie, aka Wi-Fi Daily.
This is Cali, aka dailyjiangcheng.
And this is Ruki, aka Bluetooth Daily.
So there's going to be no topics for this episode today, so we're going to be just doing 2 questions.
That's basically what we have been doing, but we just kept splitting it up anyways.
Yeah.
So we just figured 2 questions. It's basically the same thing.
Alright, go on.
So the first question is, what's something about your personality that surprises others? One thing that surprises people is that, as you all know, I am a very laughy and giggly and dumbass bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes, I tend to be...
Affirmation.
Sorry.
Like,
I realized a millisecond afterwards what I just agreed to.
Just no question, just
You guys know that I make sounds to let you know I'm listening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not affirming.
It sounded like it.
Just like, yeah, this cow is a dumb bitch.
Yeah, this is a dumbass bitch right here.
Anyways, yeah, so you all know me as that, and sometimes you know that I also tend to playfully get mad. Like, I'm just like, what do you mean you don't like Pokemon Black and White? Like, that kind of bullshit. But one thing that genuinely surprises people is when I genuinely get mad. Like, I'm talking like fueling, like boiling type of mad. And people usually don't realize when I'm mad. Because they never expect the giggly, funny person to actually genuinely get mad.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm genuinely like fueled by rage and they can hear that I'm fueled by rage, a lot of them end up being shocked that I'm actually mad about something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they don't know how to react because they've never seen that side of me where like I'm ready to punch a wall kind of mad, you know?
Yeah. I think part of that is because you do get playfully mad sometimes, and so people aren't able to read the situation if they don't know you as well.
Yeah, and I like every time I tend to feel a certain type of bad way, like if I feel angry or I feel sad or whatever, I tend to isolate myself. So that's why when on the rare occasion that people do end up seeing me get mad, whether it's because of them or the situation, they don't know how to act or they don't know what to do. And I've had that happen to me surprisingly a handful of times. Just a bunch of people being like, whoa, we weren't expecting this. Kind of fucked up. And I'm just like, what do you mean that's kind of fucked up? It's like, well, you usually don't get mad. And I think that's a little toxic of you. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Damn. I was saying this before the podcast, but I wasn't actually surprised by it. But it's probably just because I've known Cali for so long, so I've seen all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
And they've seen all sorts of shit from me too, so
yeah.
I can like usually instantly tell when, Cali is genuinely mad versus just like angrily yelling or jokingly yelling and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess what I actually found surprising about you, because I didn't know you very well at first, but I think I was really surprised by how much you loved cartoons.
Huh.
Now it's like super obvious in your style, but like I knew you when your art wasn't as developed. So when I found out that you loved like cartoons like Steven Universe and like old Toonie Tunes, I was like, oh, I wouldn't have expected that. And so that was something I had in common with you that I really I liked finding out about you.
Nice. That's sweet.
I remember even being surprised that you liked My Little Pony as much as you did too.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, oh hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Pony. I'm open to a lot of cartoons. Like if I see something that's interesting, even if it looks like it's directly for kids, I'm just like, I'll watch it.
Mm-hmm. So what's something about my personality that I think other people are surprised by? I've gotten a lot of you guys know, I say fuck a lot. I say shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I like we were still on a talking basis when we first met. You didn't cuss at all, and I'm just like, huh? They seem like the kind of person that just be like heck or whatever, or try to avoid cussing as much as possible. But now that I've known you, you constantly say fuck, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, everyone is surprised by that, and I don't know why, because it's not like I try to hide it. I mean, I do try to make an active effort to not, like, curse because I am a teacher, and so I have to watch my own language, but sometimes it'll slip.
It's like a bunny that, like, you know, is cute and is friendly, but sometimes that bunny carries a gun.
That's a very, very apt description. Very good.
It's like sometimes the bunny is baby, but sometimes the bunny is packing heat.
I was like, okay, bunny buddy, oh, gunny.
It's a bunny with the gun.
Yeah, so people get surprised that I speak as crassly as I do sometimes, because when I'm typing, I will try to censor myself. Like, I'll read over a message and then, like, change hell to heck or something.
Yeah.
Consider your words more.
I do want to be mindful of what my language is. I do make that conscious choice, but if you're just talking to me on a voice chat, I'll probably slip out where I'm just like, ah, shit.
Or if you're just like me, who's known Amie for 4 years, Amie will just say fuck. Just without holding back. They'll just cuss.
Yeah, so people are surprised by, I guess, my language sometimes, I guess.
Because they don't expect it.
Does that track? Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah, because they don't expect it. Because, like, you're someone that gives off, like, a happy, kind of like a big sister kind of aura, you know? Like a bunny with a gun. Can I say it? You're like a fluffy therapy bunny that likes to, like, give off good vibes, but sometimes...
But also has a gun in their office.
Sometimes they pull out a gun.
Sometimes you'll cock the chamber.
Cock the chamber, eat shit, y'all. Okay, Ruki?
For me, I guess. Well, I don't know how it is about like people online or whatever, but in real life, people assume me to be the like, you know, shy and quiet type, which I am, but like they don't expect like how much I like jokes or puns or like stuff like occasional sarcasm. Like they don't expect that. They just expect the typical quiet nerd student type. So then when something pops out of my mouth that's like snarky or like I just pulled some sort of pun, they're like, what?
Yeah, you have like the sharpest insults I've ever heard in my life.
Sharp like a knife. Goose with a knife.
I won't like name any because I can't think of any on top of my head, but I remember like I'll say something, I'll maybe complain about someone, and Ruki will say something that I'll be like, oh dang, reel it back in a little bit.
Oh damn, like I did. Okay, we're going there.
Yeah, that tracks for Ruki, I think. You don't seem like the type to like say anything mean about anyone, but
honestly, when I first met Ruki, I wasn't that surprised because I met Ruki and I'm just like, Ruki seems like the type of person that they won't tolerate any kind of bullshit, and they'll speak their mind.
You were right.
I do remember clearly like not thinking that you were the type to like not safe for work crass jokes like that. I thought for the longest time, for fucking years, that you didn't like those jokes.
And then all of a sudden, Ruki comes out of the woodworks like, hey.
Yeah, suddenly we're in the Modazushi fandom together, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But I remember, like, maybe a month into knowing Ruki, like, years back, when we were still teenagers in high school, suddenly, out of nowhere, Ruki just hit me with a bunch of, like, Pokemon pickup lines for, like, 2 hours.
Not using them on Amie.
Not using them,
but just, like, reading them out.
Just quoting them.
You were like, hey, look at these ones I found. And I was like, what the fuck?
Incredible.
So I think Ruki gives off the appearance of like shy and quiet, but
I never got that appearance for Ruki because when me and Ruki finally got into speaking terms, my only concern was that Ruki was gonna fucking hate me. Because I don't know what Ruki's heard about me. I don't know what he thinks about me. So I'm just over here concerned. But I never got that vibe from Ruki, which is weird.
Maybe it's because I knew Ruki when they were a teenager.
Because I feel like the online like MXTX friends that I've made and met, I feel like from like the first encounter or whatever you would call it, I never actually acted quiet or shy. Even though it feels like in real life or whatever, if it was me encountering someone for the first time, then I would have been more like reserved and stuff. But for some reason, I don't know.
In real life, I act cold and distant, and I sound like a sarcastic bitch. I've had people tell me that.
Oof.
Because like people that listen to us and people that know me, they know that I, am happy and I laugh and stuff, whatever. When I go out, but like outside of that, I'm constantly just resting bitch face. And people constantly think I'm either angry, sad, or depressed, which is not wrong.
Oh, damn.
I've had children, like my little cousins, I had them come over, and I remember one drew a picture of me, but it was me like frowning angrily with tears in my eyes, and I'm like, why'd you draw me like that? It's like, oh, it's just because you seem angry all the time. And I'm just like,
damn.
It's the complete opposite.
And people constantly think that I'm just being sarcastic and rude, and I'm just like, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to talk. So, like, in real life, people constantly think I'm being sarcastic or angry.
I have been told by multiple people I'm exactly how I am in real life as I am in online.
You really are.
Damn.
Down to me, like, typing my ums and my punctuation, like, really communicates exactly how I speak.
Damn. You don't got resting bitch face like I...
No, I actually have I have a smiley face, I guess.
Bunny with a gun.
Like, even when I'm angry or like even when I'm sad, it is very rare not to see me smiling, and so people usually can tell when I'm feeling awful right away because of that. Or like people will assume I'm not angry because I'm smiling, and I'm just like, no, that's just my face.
People constantly just assume I'm angry all the time. My family does. My old friends used to do. Some teachers, my coworkers. I'm just like, what the fuck? What? Like, I'm not angry. I'm just me. This is my face.
I'm just vibing.
We've same problem, different situations.
I think I'm pretty different between online and in real life.
I think you wild out online way more.
Yeah.
You definitely give off studious student vibes. Studious student?
Studious student.
Yeah, you do give off that, like, you work hard, you're not going to take anyone's, like, distracting bullshit in real life.
Yeah.
But I fool around more online.
I cannot yet attest to what Cali is like in real life.
Yeah, but I can assure you that if we met in real life, I'll probably act the way that I do, but sometimes you'll just see me sit quietly looking like I'm angry when I'm not. Because, like, I do smile and I do laugh and whatever, but it's just, like, when I'm not around, like, people that I can, like, freely talk to or I'm comfortable with, most of the times you'll just see me with a blank face.
Yeah, I feel that.
Your face is blank, your heart is full of Neo High song.
Yeah, that's it. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, okay. This question is, are you a sensitive person? Do you cry easily? And what is the dumbest reason why you've ever cried? And I'll say, we'll keep it light, so don't worry about it.
I can say for a fact that despite that's most of the times I either resort to humor or anger, I am a very sensitive person. And before, when I was a child, I used to cry over the dumbest fucking shit. Now I kind of do, but not as much as I did as a kid. One of the dumbest things I cried about was my dad had treated me to ice cream, and as a kid, you're just like, oh, fuck yeah, ice cream. My dad treated... But for me, I was in a state where it's just like, I kind of, not really, but I understood money in a sense of just like, oh, my dad treated me. He spent money on me. I'm not going to let this go to waste. So, like, I was super happy and stoked because I'm like, ice cream for my dad. He's treating me. And like, as I'm eating it, one thing led to another, and it just fell to the floor. And I was devastated. And, like, I was devastated about the ice cream, but that wasn't my main concern because I looked at my dad and I started crying. I'm just like, why would you waste money on this ice cream and I didn't even get to eat it? Like, it's okay, it's okay. I can get you another one. But it's like, I made you waste money on an ice cream I couldn't eat.
That's so
Super relatable.
Like, my dad was just like, ah. I also cried another time was that my mom had asked my brother to take me to the park, but every time we kept going out, I kept injuring myself one way or another. And like he tried to take me one more time, and I felt bad because he kept having to take me back to the house where my mom could patch me up, and he kept trying to take me. And he tried to take me one more time. And as we're like walking, I see like those like blocks of wood that kind of like surround a tree, with the dirt and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was some yellow flowers inside, and I wanted to give it to my brother as thank you for dealing with my bullshit and trying to take me to the park.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing was that it was filled with those wood chips. So I went to go kneel down and grab it, and my brother's like, wait, but it was too late. I had kneeled down in it to pluck a flower, and my knees were bloodied.
Oh.
So he had to take me back to the house again, and my mom's just like, you can't go back out because you hurt yourself too much, and it's already getting late outside. And when I heard this news, I was again devastated because I couldn't go play with my brother in the park because I just wasted his time and I wasted everyone's time with hurting myself. So I cried about that. I'm just like, I wanted to play with my brother. I didn't mean to do this. I just wanted to give him a flower.
Oh, baby Callie.
So like whatever I cried about, it was because of the inconvenience of others, because of me. So that's what I always cried about. Like the other one wasn't stupid, but the ice cream one was kind of stupid.
Even because of allergies, that has happened one too many times. Not because I was sad. That is probably the dumbest reason I've cried. Just like I walked by a fucking tree and then I couldn't stop crying for the next 10 minutes. That was
randomly combusted to tears.
I just fucking start. I'm just like, I'm not sad. I'm just crying. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, wasn't there a previous episode where Amie was like, and then I walked into some pollen and I cried, and then Callie was like,
yeah, that's exactly it. You guys have been here for the dumb reasons I cry.
And I remember saying, wow, what a fucking loser.
Yeah, you did. I cried before this episode started because we were laughing too hard.
And I cried because I got pollen.
Those are some of the dumb reasons. But, like, in terms of being, like, sensitive, yeah, I can be pretty sensitive to, like, what people say. I tend to overthink. I think one of the dumb reasons I cried, I think it was similar to, like, Callie's with, like, food and stuff, but I was working on an art project, and it was... this was in college, dude, but like I was working on an art project and it was gouache, so I couldn't let the paint dry, and I didn't have any like water to make sure it would stay moist. Yeah. So I had to like do everything in one go, especially since I was new to painting, so I didn't know how to preserve the paint. So I was like, all right, just go. And I was almost done with my assignment, but then I was called down to dinner, but I couldn't go. And so like I stayed in my room finishing my painting, and then when I got downstairs, like they were just like, hey, where were you? And I was just like, I'm sorry. The food got cold. I'm sorry. Did you wait for me and stuff? And I felt really bad because like I didn't come down on time, and so I felt really bad for being late.
Yeah.
But my parents were like, no, it's okay. We'll just heat up the food. Don't worry.
Like it's not a big deal, but you feel like it's a big deal because you just inconvenience some people.
And it was my finals, so I was like super stressed at that time too. So I was like, So that was the thing I ended up crying about. I literally do cry, like, when I'm sad, when I'm angry, when I'm happy, when I'm laughing too hard. Yeah, so if you ever met me in real life and I cried, it's probably nothing to be concerned about. I try not to cry in front of people, though. I'm super embarrassed of doing that.
That's a mood. That's a fat mood.
Fat mood.
But it happens. Especially if I'm watching a movie. I almost cry at, like, every single movie I go to.
I fucking feel that. I felt that. I feel that. What about you, Ruki?
I would definitely say that I'm a sensitive person. And I, too, easily cry. But yeah, the same thing though. I try not to cry in front of other people because that's just
We have podcasts of crybabies here.
Cry, baby.
What was that song?
What? Wasn't that funny, Amie?
Was that a song?
I was leaning towards Melanie Martinez, but I wasn't sure if I should go with Melanie Martinez, so I tried to stop myself halfway, but it still came out sounding like Melanie Martinez, so I just kind of went with it.
Sorry, Ruki, I interrupted you.
The dumbest reason I've ever cried, aside from like crying from laughter, I don't quite remember if there were any like silly situations from which that made me cry. I don't remember any.
You just pushed them out of your brain space.
Probably. Just like wipe my own memory, like I ain't gonna think about this.
I just made Ruki cry over dumb shit. Ever since Ruki met me, they've been crying and laughter over dumb shit that I've said.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true though. I've literally cried from laughter because of Cali at least 3 times. I've counted. I've legitimately counted. It's been like 3 or 4 times.
And a lot of those were caught on recording.
Yes. Yeah, right.
I just have a power, you know?
It's
You
just
really do,
your
though.
ability. All right. Are we done with this question? Do you want to move on to the mindfulness moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's take a water break, though.
I
I don't know why you laugh at the crybaby thing, though.
It was just suddenly you breaking out into song.
I just
That's
wanted
how
to
it
say
be.
cry babies, and then you're just like, breaks out into laughter. And I'm like, it's not that funny, Amie.
It sounded like you were going to go on, but then you stopped.
Yeah, because we're recording a podcast. Why would I sing the whole fucking song?
It was just one sing-song's word.
Like me singing the paper bag bullshit. Well, I don't know what you want from me.
I just take joy in it. Okay, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Yeah.
One mindful moment goes a long way. Today I'll be going over another mindfulness breathing exercise. Just a random little simple one that you can do. So first off, I want you to find a relaxed, comfortable position. You can be sitting, or you can be lying down, or you could be standing. It doesn't matter. But what's important is that you're feeling comfortable in this position. And if you're standing or sitting, we want you to keep your back upright. Don't slouch or anything like that. You can have your hands resting wherever they're comfortable. Just try to situate yourself so that you're not tense or anything like that. You're just relaxed, comfortable, ready to do some mindfulness. So while you're in this position, try to notice the shape of your body. Take note of its weight, the space that you're taking up. Let yourself relax and really experience the sensations that you're experiencing, the touch, the connection between your body and the floor or the chair, or if you're lying down, the bed or couch. And if you notice any points in your body that are tight or tense, relax them, just breathe. And then, after focusing on your body, try tuning in closer into your breath. Just feel the natural flow of breath in and out. You don't need to do anything to your breath, just naturally breathe in and out. And notice where you feel your breath in your body. It could be in your stomach, your abdomen. It could also be in your chest. It could be in your throat. Or it could also be in your nose Just breathe in, breathe out naturally. Take your time. Try to focus and see if you can feel the sensations from your breathing. And while you do this, you might notice your mind going to other things, wandering. And this isn't a problem, it's very natural. You're just breathing, it's easy to get lost in that. Just notice that you've wandered, and then you can gently redirect your attention back to your breathing. So just breathe in, breathe out. Just keep on naturally breathing like that. There's nothing you have to do to your breath. You don't need to take short breaths or long breaths. As long as you just breathe in, breathe out, just like you would do at any other point in time. You can try doing this for a few minutes. 5 minutes is probably good. And then after focusing on your breath for that time, you can return your attention to your body again. Notice your whole body sitting or lying down. Just let yourself relax deeply, and then offer yourself some appreciation for doing the practice, because that just means that you're making an effort to better yourself. And that's it.
Yee.
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 I do want to mention, we know that there's a lot going on in the world right now, and it's not like you should turn a blind eye to it, but know that it's okay to, like, just sit down and breathe sometimes. We're going to get through this as long as we get through it together.
It can be a lot, and no one can really blame you for not being able to take it all in, because it can be a lot to take all in. So if you need time to yourself, if you just need a break, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna judge you for it.
No one's going to judge you for
A simple short 5 minutes that you take out of your day
to just take the time to relax.
Or even just a day, rather, if you want to just focus on maybe watching a show that you like. Don't want to focus on what's going on right now.
De-stress.
Or play a mobile game all day, like I've been doing.
Yeah, it's not good for your mental health or just yourself in general to just be constantly looking at every negative thing that happens.
On that note, thank you for spending this probably 20 to 30 minutes with us.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Emperor Smile Podcast. If you ever have any more questions, topics, mindfulness moments, you can send them to our Curious Cat at EmpSmilecast, curiouscat.me/EmpSmilecast, or on our Discord server in the suggestion channel.
We would appreciate it.
We do want to ask for some more Modazushi related questions if y'all have some.
Yeah, we would appreciate it.
We kind of strayed from the topic, like from the whole idea that we were a Modazushi podcast. And we're vibing, which is fine too, but
Yeah, we would appreciate more Modazushi questions or topics, either one, but mostly questions.
yeah. So if you have any of those, like if you want us just to talk about one of your favorite characters, you can send that in. Just like talk about Nia Song or something. As you can see, Nia Song has been on my mind all day.
Yeah, don't know why, but I don't blame you for it.
Just thinking about him. Just thinking about that dude.
That dude.
The server link and the Curious Cat link are both in the description, in the video description below, or pinned up on our Twitter at EmpSmilecast. That's all. Thanks for sharing a laugh with us, y'all.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We love you.